Don't have PTC. That's it.
Reloading, cover me.
I'm on.
One is on the
Bottom right.
One is right now. Two garage. Maverick garage. Shot kid. One R90. One going Raptors.
Good. Okay, you're better.
Holding top right rotate. On yellow ping.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
Queen. Nading.
Op 4, last
Shit,
stop
nice.
standing.
1v1.
5 seconds to go.
On May 20th, 2021, I was banned by Bad Luck. This, of course, came as a shock to me. I was sitting in my therapist's office, and all of a sudden I got hundreds of notifications from Discord and Twitter. I was being sent screenshots of my name in the ban log, pictures of my tab with a red bar across it, virtually every method possible of showing me that what had happened. I was, of course, in shock. I tweeted spastically saying how I wasn't home and I hadn't even been online and playing the past few days. Of course, I got a lot of backlash from people who didn't know me, saying I cheated and that I was a reject. But luckily, I had friends from the community who backed me up and took my side. Later that night, when I had gotten home and confirmed to my dismay that I had been banned, I sat down and wrote out a tweet longer, which I explained I had never cheated and never intended on doing it. I showed every account I had ever played on and how none of them had been banned alongside this one. I wasn't going anywhere, but ultimately I knew from here on out things had changed. From here I got demotivated to play the game, seeing as my one true passion of eventually turning 18 and being able to compete at the highest level was impossible now, as a banned account on your record keeps you from playing in pro and challenge leagues. Since I was 13, I had dreamed of that, and ultimately my dreams were crushed as a result. I eventually started playing less and less, to the point where I'd only play 2 or 3 games a week. I couldn't play comp because my ban kept me from being able to qualify for any leagues or play any face-up matches, so I was stuck in a depressive state. That was until Wednesday, June 9th at 9 a.m. Unfortunately, I was unable to see the email until the 10th at 8 a.m., which was surprising to me because it marked exactly 3 weeks since my ban had occurred. This time, I was sitting in the courtyard at my school during a free period and decided to check my email when I was greeted with this. I was shocked and tweeted about it. Under an hour, I had amassed tons of likes and retweets and such. But this video is by no means about the impressions I got. Alongside these impressions, I got tons of DMs from people all asking me to help, including some big people, notably Asian, who had been falsely banned a week and a half after I had been. He was kept from playing in leagues and tournaments as a result, causing him to lose out on potentially thousands of dollars. He reached out to me. I spoke to him in a VC, explained to him how I had reached out to some pro league contacts I had, and how they might have resulted in my case being reviewed once again and being declared as a false ban. I, of course, had no clue whether this was the reason he was unbanned, but it still leads to my overall point. Anyone can be false banned, like I was. When I was unbanned, I was informed that I had been banned due to something being marked as a false positive. Essentially, Ubisoft and their bottom-of-the-barrel anti-cheat had fucked up. Now, as for this, it can happen to anyone. It's quite simple. Any bug in your anti-cheat or antivirus or anything could lead to what happened to me. For 3 weeks, I was left in the dark by Ubisoft support. It ended my Siege career and basically said the professional equivalent to "lol, sorry." My only compensation after being falsely banned for 3 weeks was 2 7-day boosters. They gave me essentially $10 of compensation for ruining what I had been grinding for in the past 3 years of my life. They didn't give me any of my 4700 MMR that I had grinded for back, merely placing me at 2500 MMR, the same rank that level 50s who are new to the game start out. Ubisoft has left everyone in the dark with these false bans, even getting their poster boy Pangu to come out and say that only his girlfriend's ban was false. Me, Asian, and plenty of others who have reached out to me are all evidence of Ubi's failure to be transparent with the community. Ubisoft needs to be more in touch with their community and really see what's going on. You have some of the biggest content creators in this community stepping back from the game, playing it less and less. You have pro players leaving the game to compromisation of competitive integrity. I personally lost my drive for the game as soon as I got banned. My grind had come to a complete standstill. Ubisoft, you need to be more transparent and listen to your community. Not just your development team comprised of 30-year-old men who don't play video games, and balance based on their perspective. Learn from this and be better. That's all I can really say. And if there are any R6 tab admins watching this video, please fix my tab. It still says Unbanned. It hasn't updated my name yet. Thanks. Have a nice day.